Hey, welcome back to the channel, or welcome into the channel. My name is Noah. I'm a tarot reader, and today it's going to be a tarot reading for you. This was meant to find you today, right now. Your spirit guides have a message for you that they really want to tell you, and we'll see what it is. First, I'm going to get a signifier card. So Spirit, tell me, who is being drawn here today? Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're very concerned about something, overthinking, a lot of anxiety, worry, not being able to sleep because of racing thoughts about something. Yeah, you've been in it, you've been going through it. You've been really worried about some situation that is in your life. Really worried, like you're not sure how it's going to work out. You feel very kind of trapped, like you can't see a way out of it. And so this is probably why you're being drawn here today. Spirit wants to tell you like how to navigate through this scenario, how to end this overthinking. Yeah, you're very tormented right now. A lot of turmoil. Give me another card, Spirit. Yeah. Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Page of Swords. Interesting. So it's moving forward in some regard. Yeah, so basically, like, this period of being really worried about something, being very, very anxious, of feeling it. I feel like you've been feeling it like in your stomach. You've been having stomach issues or like heart palpitations, something. And what it is that you are releasing some kind of limiting thought, some kind of paradigm that is holding you back. And I've pulled the Page of Swords. Like, this is an opportunity for you to move forward, to like, I feel like you're getting rid of, you see how like here you've got all of these swords and then here it's like just the one. So I feel like you're kind of, you've got all of these overthinking things, like all of these thoughts that aren't serving you, whether it be like self-doubt, not feeling like you're capable, not feeling like you have the qualities to overcome this problem that you've been worried about, or like, I don't know how it's gonna like work in the physical world. And sort of saying like, you're moving past this and you're gonna hone into like one thought that is actually gonna serve you. Like, there is something here. I'm getting like there is something in your overthinking that is actually gonna give you like the pathway forward. You're gonna be throughout this like this thicket and this mess of swords. See how like they're all overlapping? I feel like you have like a bunch of thoughts that are like all overlapping and like all entangled and in like a big knot, and you're going to be moving towards just finding like the one, like the silver lining, the one idea that is going to propel you forward. So let's see, what is this idea that is coming through? What is this thought that they need to move forward? Spirit, what is this thought that they're moving forward with? Five of Cups. Let's see another one. 10 of Wands. Okay, so yeah, five of Cups upright. I feel like these thoughts that you're dealing with right now, this problem, this anxiety, is because you're focused on the things that have gone wrong. Or even like the things that may not have gone wrong in the past, but that you are like projecting to go wrong in the future, right? You're focused on like negative thinking, of like worrying, of pessimism, of like always expecting things to go the wrong way. And this idea of not expecting things to go in your way, of looking for ways that it won't work out, is like really weighing you down. It's like heavy on your shoulders. I'm feeling this really, really like, oh, you're weighed down. It feels like look how both of these people in these cards, like heads down. You can't see, the future. You have so much ahead of you. And also like all of these, like, look how the heads are down. I feel like this is you. You've been experiencing this time where you've been like very downtrodden. You're like, I don't know how things are going to work out. Like maybe having a lot of negative self-talk, And it's because you have these thoughts that aren't even yours. Like, they're not yours. They've been projected onto you from your parents, onto, like, from fake friends in the past, teachers who said that you weren't going to amount to anything, or you were stupid, or like things like that aren't true, right? They were always projecting. It was always about them. It was never about you. So first of all, you need to know that if you are caught up on thoughts that are about you and your identity and your future and your possibilities that were from other people, because they're always from other people. They're never talking about you. Whenever someone says something to you, they're really talking about themselves. They're talking about the beliefs that they have about themselves. So first of all, like, recognize that it's not yours. And also, like, these things aren't serving you. We can get caught up in worrying and anxiety because we're being realistic. I'm planning, I'm making sure, I'm looking at all the routes so that I can make sure that I am prepared for what comes to me. And, I'm just being realistic. And here's the thing, like, you have to realize that we can never be prepared, like truly prepared for what comes with us, because life has changed, life is in flux. And while, like, worrying and looking out for the way that things might not work out gives us that illusion of control, it is an illusion, because we don't have control. Like, that. I feel like that worrying has never actually made you feel better. And so, especially with the Five of Cups, I feel like, these things they've been given to you, they've been, like, handed down through generations, like this thought and these thoughts about, like, limiting beliefs about yourself and how things are going. And so Spirit is saying, like, right now, you're having all these thoughts because you're focused on what could go wrong or what has gone wrong in the past. And what you need to do is focus on the ways that things have gone right? What are the blessings that you have in your life right now? Just think about your day that you had today. Like, okay, well, did you have, like, a really good coffee this morning? Did you have, like, a meal for lunch? Okay, and you're like, oh, I'm thankful that I was able to have lunch. I'm thankful that I was able to feed myself. I'm thankful for, like, having a roof over my head, or having this clothes that I have to clothe me, right? I'm thankful for my dog. I'm thankful that I have a phone that I am able to connect to my friends and my family and watch YouTube and things like that. So focus on like being grateful for the things that you have in your life, because when you are in this attitude and this vibration of gratitude, then the universe will bring you're naturally aligning to more things to be grateful for. So that will not only help you get rid of this overthinking and this anxiety and turmoil that you're feeling in yourself. It'll make you feel better, one. Two, it would also, like, actually change your external circumstances. Secondly, I feel like you need to focus on, what if things go right? What if things actually work out for me? What if I succeed? What if my plans actually work out? And start focusing on that, preparing for that. Yeah. And those things that haven't worked out in the past, they weren't for you. If they were for you, they would have worked out, right? They were there. Yeah. They were there to teach you lessons and to help you along your path. And it could be like, if there was really, if you experienced heartbreak, for example, you experienced, like, you were, like, really, in love with someone and they broke up with you. Well, that helps you learn to love yourself, right? So that you're not looking externally for validation, for love, pouring into your own cup kind of thing. So I feel like, especially, I just pulled the Queen of Wands, that this was, like, these things in the past that you may be focusing on, or, it's preventing you from seeing the future. And you need to learn that, like, or know that, like, you have so much, you're so powerful, and you are, like, the master of your own sea, right? You are at the helm, you're in the driver's seat, you have control over your life. And just because things haven't worked out in the past does not mean that they will not work out in the future. Like, you're a different person now than you were in the past, even yesterday. You know, even like think about like 5 years ago, you probably were an incredibly different person. So you're moving into this stage of like taking control of your destiny. And like, how do you get rid of these thoughts? It's through like recognizing your own power and like the power of God, and that like you are taken care of. It's like, it's truly just like trust. Okay, so Spirit, how do they step into this Queen of Wands energy? Like, what is this? Black cat, sunflower. I'm feeling like it is one, like recognizing your own power. I know I've said that a couple of times, but recognizing like your power in your life. You're the main character. You have control. You only have to pursue the things that you want to pursue. Yeah. You have the power to end your own suffering. Like you're able to heal. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Okay, so basically it's like detaching from these ideas of anxiety of things aren't going to work out. I only have, you know, this amount of money. I only have these amount of resources. How am I going to make this work? How am I going to do this? Like, it's not going to work out. And then choosing to kind of be delusional a little bit. And like we can say delusional, but it's not really like, it's not the delusional that we're talking about in like, you know, psychology and mental health, but it is like choosing to be in a mindset where you are positive, are like a mindset where like you have your power and you are like, yes, my life is beautiful. My life is going to work out. Like everything is always working out for me. So I do feel like Spirit is saying like, this is the time for affirmations, to just do affirmations, write them down in your journal, you know, stick them on like index cards and have them like around your house to help you like reprogram your mind. Because I do feel like this is very generational, very much so. Like these things, it's obviously not all you. It's from your growing up, you know, people who had limiting beliefs about themselves and then projected them onto you. So I got these new tea leaf cards. I'm so excited. I've loved these cards whenever I see other like tarot readers use them on YouTube. And my friends got them for me for my birthday. So I'm so excited. So let's see some more cards. Oh, okay. A bunch of them just came out. Yeah, honor and respect will come to you, the crown. Exactly. You're realizing that you are a queen. You are a king with the Queen of Wands. Like, you have the power. Like, think of it, like, think of your life. Like, you are the queen and your life is like your kingdom. And you are sitting on the throne and you literally just have to call things to you. And that is manifestation. It's literally just calling things to you. So when you're thinking about your life, like picture yourself sitting on your throne and you're like, what do I want in my life? I want love. I want abundance. I want attraction. I want joy. I want fulfillment. And then start calling them to you. And like that is through affirmations, being like, my life is full of love. I am the master of my destiny. I am powerful. I have time and space. You know, my life is my own life. I am the creator of my reality. Egg. Yeah. Success is assured with good plans and hard work. I also feel like you're very responsible. You are very, like, you're putting in the work to make your life what it needs to be. You know, like you're very, very responsible. Like you are taking the action, especially with the 10 of Wands. I found like you are taking the actions, and you know, you may be even taking a little bit too much action. I feel like there is a little bit of a message here about, you know, it's okay to rest. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take time off, like take the evening off or whatever. But like you have the power. And the egg came out under the Ace of Swords. So like when you start planting the seeds, like affirmations are just seeds, right? That grow in our subconscious. And then it's reflected in the growth of the universe. It's reflected in the material plane. So these thoughts that you are like replacing, like you're replacing, my life is full of misery with my life is full of joy. Now, the seed that is planted, the egg, is my life is full of joy, and it will hatch and grow into what you want. Carrot, opportunity or windfall. Yeah, and like I feel like there is some kind of, like with the Page of Swords, this fell under the Page of Swords. I feel like there is something like an opportunity coming towards you that wants to, like, it's literally like waiting. I'm like, you know, see how the carrot is like underground and like you can see the leafy part, but then like, you know, it's a root vegetable, so it's under there. I feel like this is how the opportunity is, and it's like waiting for you. And so you just have to like pull it out. And how do you pull it out? it's through releasing these anxious thoughts. So it's like waiting for you. I really feel like you have an opportunity that is literally going to solve like this problem that you're very worried about, that you are like up nights thinking about, and it will solve it. You just have to open your eyes. You just have to look up. You've been like looking down. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? But it's like, no, look up. Like, look to the world, look to heaven, look to God, and it will be there for you. And when you start like walking with your head up, like, you see things, and that's the energy I'm getting. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking about you. I pulled this under the Nine of Swords. So I feel like, again, these thoughts that are keeping you up are not yours. Like, they are projected onto you, and they're from someone that's like not really in your sphere, like in your physical sphere right now. You could have already moved on from this relationship. Getting like a toxic relationship, like a friendship or like a toxic relationship. It could be your parents, but because this is a friend, I think this is like maybe friends in childhood. Like fake friends in childhood who said they were your friends, but really they were always like, it was backhanded comments. You were kind of like the bully of the group. I'm getting like the Duff, if you've seen that movie, it's like the designated ugly fat friend. I'm getting that, like they kept like people who kept you around just so that they could put you down to make themselves feel better. And again, this is just confirmation, like these thoughts aren't yours. They've never been yours. So don't like identify them with yourself. Okay, let's get a couple more. Just some cards from your spirit guides. What else? What other advice do they have for the person drawn here today, Spirit? Leadership. Yeah, underneath the Queen. I feel like you also, like, this isn't you're not familiar with this culture, or like the culture that you're in, the friend group, or just like, I'm getting like just like this, the close proximity is not used to like affirmations. They're not used to manifestation. It's not common, right? The people around you, I feel like, are they're not into spirituality. They're not like trying to better themselves. They could be like addicts. They could be, experiencing health issues and not really doing anything about it, not like working on a healthy lifestyle. And so, the reason you've been stuck in this energy is because like we are collective, like consciousness is collective. Okay. There's no such thing as like just my thoughts and your thoughts separately. Like it's like consciousness is like a radio. And so you've been stuck in these thoughts because the people around you and the people who you have energetic ties to are on the radio station of lack, of scarcity, of suffering, of anxiety. And so, moving away from that will make you a leader because you're going to be the first one. You will be like leading the way for these people. You will be the one who's like getting up and walking over to the radio and changing the radio station. And so it's tough. Like, when you're a leader, you're alone. So you're going to have to do this. You're going to do it. And you're going to be the one who's like spraying on other people. And like, once you do it and leading by example, like once you make this change, other people will be inspired to make this change too, which is like the really cool thing, right? They're going to see that you're listening to another radio station and be like, huh, that kind of seems cool. I didn't think we could change the station. I thought that this was just my station. And you're like, no, actually, I can choose how I think. Actually, I can choose to be positive and to love myself and to reprogram my mind and my neurons to actually have thoughts of joy. Denial. Yeah. Okay, so like this came up under the carrot. Like you have some kind of opportunity here. I feel like it's already manifest. It's already there. It's in your field, but you don't see it for some reason. Oh, well, the reason is because of these thoughts, because of these anxiety thoughts. Maybe you feel like you're not powerful enough, or you're not skilled enough. Like you don't have the self-confidence to pursue this opportunity, but they're saying like, no, you are like, you're the star, you're a leader, you're the Queen of Wands. You have everything you need. So don't be in denial about who you are and like your star power and like how capable you are. Because that's what thoughts are, like these thoughts of I'm not good enough, like how am I going to make this work? My life is never going to change. Those thoughts are denial of your own star power, of the God inside of you, like your spirit being pure spirit essence. That is the essence of the entire universe. Like, it is denial of that. It's denial of the connection between everything. And so I feel like you're opening your eyes. Again, like opening your eyes. This is your opportunity. And you'll be open, you'll see something that's there. Like a carrot in the ground. You're gonna be like, oh, I thought that was a plant. I thought that was just a plant, but now I pick it up and it's actually a yummy ass carrot. All right, one more card, Spirit. What are the messages you want to leave them today? Yeah. Owl on the bottom of the deck. You're very tuned in. You're very wise. Harpy Eagle. I think this is like the star card. I'm pretty sure this is like, about being the star and like harnessing your power, which is like what this entire reading has been about. Let's see. Okay, they're a sign that you need to change something in your life. They represent your strength and none of your weaknesses. They come to you, and the Harpy Eagle comes to you via visions in your sleep time and your waking days. When it appears, heed the message and take a good look at what is out of balance in your life. Take stock of your life. Are you where you want to be emotionally, physically, financially? Now is the time to envision where you want to be and who you want in your life. Harness Harpy Eagle power when times are tough and you need some extra help to guide you to the other side. Time to reassess your life and adjust accordingly. Listen to the messages Spirit is sending you. Yeah. So I also feel like this is just a very temporary setback. Like this is none of these, there's no major arcana that came out. You know, this is very small potatoes. Like, I feel like you're normally very, very high vibration person, and lately you've just been kind of like stuck in anxiety. And so they're saying like you have the power, especially with the Harpy Eagle, like you have the power to get rid of these obligations, to get rid of these things that are holding you back, that are making you feel like heavy and like you can't move forward. Like every move forward is like a trudge. So, you know, like this is a perfect opportunity to make this change. And it's an internal change that is then reflected in the external. So there's not really like anything you need to do outside of yourself to like get through this problem that you're having. It's all internal. It's all just readjusting your compass, like where your mind is. And I experienced this recently. I'm going to be a little personal, but I'm like very high vibration. Ever since my alignment experience, like I've been very high vibration, like very much so in tune with my goals. I mean, like, yes, my goals are possible, but like the past like 2 months, I've been kind of in this energy myself of like worrying, of feeling like pulled back into this old energy of like, you know, just worried about money and like finances and worried that things aren't going to work out. And I really just had to meditate on it. And I felt like a weight lifting off of my shoulders. And I was like, oh yeah, everything can work out. And then it was like right when that happened, I started getting so many messages from my spirit guides. Like I saw angel numbers like everywhere, and like the angel numbers and also like my personal angel numbers that I have with spirit, and like instant manifestations. Like I thought of something and then I saw it like 10 seconds later. And so I feel like that's what's going to happen with you. It's like once you realize that you are so powerful and like you have all the skills that you need to go forward and make your dreams a reality, it will start happening like that. It will manifest so clearly and quickly. And yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated. Subscribe, leave a comment, like the video. I'd love to talk with you if you want to talk. And remember that you are so freaking powerful. You are the master of your reality. You are literally the main character of your life. So start freaking acting like it. Start acting like this is your dream life. Because here's the thing, like we came down here to this planet as it's a vacation planet. Like all the work has already been done. We're here to just enjoy ourselves. So start acting like it, bro. Start living with whimsy. Start living with love and joy in your heart. Start activating the inner child to let yourself run free and play. Because like when you're a child, like you're not worried about shit. And that's the kind of energy that you need to be in and want to be in, and spirit wants you to be in. And your higher self is already there. I feel like your higher self is like, girl, we've been rulers, we've been kings, we've been queens. So just like, you're just waking up to it. You're just figuring it out. You're just remembering it, right? We know this when we're kids and we forget it along the way, and then we remember it when we're adults. So I hope this resonated. Love you so much. Bye.